found the craziest hack to stop my period on TikTok, and I know it sounds really, really stupid, but apparently it works. You take 2 Advil, whole lime, and a little bit of tahini.
This is going around on social media that a cocktail of Advil, tahini, and lime can actually manipulate your cycle. So if you're going on vacation and you want to delay it by a few days, this is the way to go. So obviously, as a fertility doctor who's an expert when it comes to hormone health, I needed to break this down. So let's start with the claim on tahini and lime. This is seasoning and citrus, and there's zero scientific basis to suggest that either one of these ingredients will have any sort of effect on your menstrual cycle. They might make the cocktail more delicious, but it's not going to stop your endometrial lining from shedding. Now let's talk about Advil, because this is where there might be some validity here. Ibuprofen, Advil, this is an NSAID, a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, and it works by blocking an enzyme called COX, cyclooxygenase, and this is what helps your body to produce prostaglandins. Prostaglandins are these little chemical messenger molecules that are involved in mediating inflammation and pain, and also ovulation. When a follicle is growing and it releases the egg, it needs to rupture, and that process requires inflammation via prostaglandins. So if you take high sustained doses of NSAIDs like Advil right before ovulation, this could technically interfere with that rupture and delay or even prevent ovulation altogether in that given cycle. But this has to be done with timing and consistency, and it's definitely not a reliable or recommended method. Why? Because NSAIDs aren't harmless. High doses are known to irritate the stomach lining. It can increase your risk for gastritis and ulcers, and it can also really affect your kidneys in a negative way. These are medications, they're not tools for cycle manipulation. If you have already ovulated, then NSAIDs aren't going to do anything to delay the onset of your period. At that point, the egg has already been released and your hormones are already doing their thing. The progesterone has risen, and what goes up must come down. Your body's either preparing for implantation, or if no pregnancy occurs, then the progesterone levels will drop and the lining will break down and you'll get a period. NSAIDs can't do anything about that. So what can actually help you delay your period or manipulate your cycle? The actual medical way to do it is with hormonal birth control, but there's also another way. So hormonal birth control pills in combination, when you start them at the beginning of your period, let's say on day 1, day 2, day 3 of your period, that's when you can, in an early intervention way, suppress the pituitary gland from sending out any follicle stimulating hormone. So no dominant follicle will mature and no ovulation will happen. Starting birth control at the beginning of your period helps you to be stuck at baseline, as if you're always on day 2 or day 3 of your cycle. And you can maintain that for as long as you continue the medicated pills. Now, if you've already ovulated, then it's too late to start birth control to try to control anything, but you can still delay your period after you've already ovulated. You could take progesterone pills to stabilize your uterine lining. It might not stop or prevent spotting entirely, but it can delay a full-on period by preventing that drop in progesterone that normally triggers your body to start shedding your lining and getting a full-blown period. So no, Advil, tahini, and lime is not a magical period delaying hack. It's just a spicy snack and a pain reliever.